Obviously, a defeat to a Birmingham City side today. I know you've got a lot of admiration for what your overall thoughts after that.
Yeah, I think more admiration. I think the Northern Republic are honest people. They have seen a very special performance from a League One team today. And I think I left Birmingham on Monday night thinking it's the best League One team myself and Paul have seen. And that was echoed today. They were really good. My thoughts on today in terms of the game overall, I think the first 10-12 minutes we started really well. For a couple of corners, got the balls into the box. We should do better on a couple of them. I think it's a second attack where they score. The boys had a good strike, but we should not be vacating that area and someone to surround it. And then we have to regroup, and they've took control a little bit. So they've had plenty of time on the ball. Midfield player gets too much time on the ball to flight a pass into the box for young Stansfield, who makes those bender runs. That's why we changed our shape to accommodate a little bit today, but no one went with him, and he's got a simple finish. Second half, we changed the shape, changed the system. Tried to almost say the next goal would be vital. Either becomes nervous Birmingham or we get well beat. We had to take chances and leave Birmingham open to do a counter, which they're brilliant at. And we got in really good areas, running about the box, Mark Wilkes particularly, and we didn't take any advantage of them whatsoever. So if we're not going to take advantage when we get those small moments in the second half, then we're never going to get that nervous Birmingham. And listen, they're comfortable and well-worthy winners. And I just said to Chris, we wish them well.
You mentioned it there, in your previous tenure, it always seems to be the case that if you got one, you might get two. Was that the message to the lads?
Yeah, very much. That's why we kept throwing people forward later on for set plays and different things. If delivery wasn't on the money today either, if movement wasn't crisp enough or sharp enough, maybe that's credit to Birmingham for the blocks and the strength they've got defensively. But my teams have been 2-0 down over the years many times. In fact, I've had 2-0 up, but 2-0 down, you get a goal, it becomes opposition nervous. And I think Chris would be the first to admit, if it goes 2-1 here, 10 minutes to go, 5 minutes to go, it's a different finale. But listen, we never get near to scoring a goal today. So we don't live in no-day land, we live in the real land. So we'll take our walk back to the training ground and we'll get ready for Shrewsbury.
Of course, you're disappointed with the outcome after the 90, but for the first 10 minutes, you really got a foothold in that game.
First 10 minutes were terrific. We started the stronger side. I think you could see they were hanging on about. The manager's running up and down the sideline. Doesn't get a yellow. I moved once, I got a yellow. And then I think Chris got one later in the game. But we started really well, and we can see the poor goal that somebody should be in that area of the pitch to gather those balls that get knocked out from a good defensive header. But if you give the Birmingham players, particularly the two midfield lads, the opportunity to pull the trigger from there, chances are it's going to be hard for the goalkeeper.
It's been a really solid start here at AESSEAL New York Stadium, hasn't it? And you've just mentioned in another interview that perhaps the other games are the benchmark. Has that been a message to the players?
Yeah, listen, the benchmark's never going to be Birmingham this season. £25 million spend, wages exceeding half the championship. That's their project. I applaud it. I don't sit here and knock it. I applaud whoever the guys that own Birmingham. Gary Cook, Craig Gardner, really good people that are controlling that, and the manager, they're doing a brilliant job. So I only applaud that. But our benchmark was we should have beaten Bristol Rovers. We'd have beaten Bolton last week. We'd be 1-1 away from being secured in the playoffs. So there's certainly no panics. We're a new group. It's a new group of lads, and we'll go back on the training ground. We're hot tonight. We're hot tomorrow. The boys have some downtime tomorrow, because one thing they have done today, Sam, is given us absolutely everything. Because if you don't give everything, that finishes 5 or 6. And so much improved in the second part of the game, but nowhere near Birmingham City.
Picking out other things that are positive to look at, Sean Raggett back out there as well?
Yeah, I thought Sean was good today. He got a bit tired in the last 10 minutes, but he won his headers. He's committed. I think the second half, his partnership with McCart as well was very good. Cam just wasn't feeling quite well at half time, but we'd already decided to make the change and have another player into midfield. We tried to bring an element of control in there. We're bringing Joe Pearl back in. It worked in periods, but not in any sustained period.
In terms of yourself going away, you're a winner, you like to win games. You can tell you're visibly down after this one, despite the opposition being so good.
I went down since the start of the season time. Listen, you come to New York, you win games. It's what we need to do. I knew today would be particularly tough. Sitting with my family this morning, sitting with supper, I was very thoughtful. I was concerned about today because I know how good these are. You're in the game. I don't expect our supporters to send a few boos at half time, correct? For a few boos. They don't realise how good they are. But I think I've just said in other interviews that I'm a Glasgow Celtic supporter. I've been sat at Celtic Park, 62,000 booed the team off 2 or 3-0 down to Real Madrid. I didn't boo because I know how good Real Madrid are, but everyone around it wouldn't. So I have no qualms. Supporters pay the money, and if they don't think they're seeing what they want to see, they're entitled to voice.